bag for the Zed. I'm just going to go ahead and bring it because I'm not keeping it at my house and just
You just
happen to
brought
have
it to leave it at Devin's house?
Well, in our storage facility.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're up.
All right.
I
Mine's
see it.
loading,
Oh.
but
What's up, everybody? Who do we have? Let's see. I got to find the chat. I don't
Who
see
live? Who live? You want to? Do you? Are
There
you?
we
so,
go.
yeah, mine's loading.
it yet.
Who
All right.
live? I hear myself.
What do
Let's
y'all got?
see who's on Twitch.
Oh, he turned it down, I think.
There you go. Okay, we got some people
All
watching. Nobody in
right.
the chat yet. It says 10 people popped up here right away.
No, 10,000.
10,000.
10,000. Yeah, it's just add the
10K.
zeros.
Yeah.
Are we on
Well,
OFB?
Of course, it's Mitch.
Yeah.
First,
We on
first
Zuckerberg?
one in.
Yeah, we're on Zuckerberg. You know, Tuesday night. It's kind of, we're just testing
There's
it out.
136 people, 145 people on Zuckerberg.
Really?
Mhm.
Good God.
Tuesday night's like a Facebook night.
170 on Zuckerberg.
That's that weeknight. Nobody gets on Zuckerberg on
Good
Sundays. Is what
God,
it is.
Yeah,
179 Zuckerberg.
Weekends are for, Twitch.
We're gonna
Twitter,
hit
getting a little
200.
crazy.
All we did was just turn it on immediately. The 195 on Zuckerberg.
Apparently
Good
Sunday nights are not
Lord.
good for
Sunday
Facebook.
nights ain't nobody on Zuckerberg.
No,
Nobody
Sunday
on
nights,
Zuckerberg.
everybody like, I gotta be with my family. I cannot. I gotta
Yeah.
focus.
gotta-
We watch it family night movie.
Game
Gotta
night.
get ready for work and all that stuff. Tuesday night, Zuckerberg. We had 203 on Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Twitch is like 15.
Good
Twitch,
Lord.
Twitch is more of a Sunday night place.
It's
no, but
Twitch is usually the 200, and Facebook's not as big. So
Yeah.
well,
Tuesday night.
we have Mitch and Parzival, the normal guys
Wow.
over here on Tuesday
Okay.
night on Twitch. Emmanuel NYC is here.
Yep.
Chat Chat's here very often.
Always chat. I
We
can't
got
hardly even read the thing.
Kraken's
My
back, of
God.
course.
We're at 221 on Facebook. It's
on
insanity.
Zuckerberg.
When Facebook first started doing streaming, when you could go live on Facebook and stuff,
Yeah.
it would give you crazy numbers. Like as soon as you turn it on, it'd go to 4,000, 6,000, and stuff like that every time.
All
It got
right.
stingy, or people's
Well-
attention
Darker.
got all spread out now.
Everybody over on Facebook, we're going to play some music here in a minute. We got some good stuff going. We're just kind of easing into this.
Easing on in.
We can't ever be on time.
No, it's impossible.
It's just impossible. I mean, if we say 8 o'clock, it's just like, I mean, and that's what a lot of famous entertainers do, right?
I know.
They
What is
show
this,
up
a
later.
business meeting?
I don't know.
I mean,
You ever seen a concert run on time?
at 7:58, I had to restart my computer, which usually takes about 20 minutes.
Yep.
And then at whatever time we got on with Matt finally, at probably like 10 after 8, 8:15, Matt goes, I can only hear one of you guys because we're on
Yes.
Skype.
Devin
it-
and I are at Devin's house.
Yeah.
tonight. So
What? You
Just so
Devin at
happened-
Devin's house, he says. For all
What?
the folks watching.
for all the folks watching,
Yeah, we're together.
we're together
It's
tonight.
not a split screen.
Not split. This isn't a trick of the
There it
camera,
is.
but
That's a
Nope.
yeah, it's not a trick.
we had to, so I just happened to bring a different mixer that works, so we got both microphones work. But here's the problem with the new mixer: I didn't bring the cable to plug it in. So Devin and I run around his basement trying to find it, and we found a cable from
Treadmill.
his treadmill. So we pulled out the treadmill cable, and here we are.
Here we are.
224 Zuckerbergs later. My God. How many's over on Twitch? Let me guess, 1 million.
No,
80.
80.
Tuesday night's a Zuckerberg night. It's not a Twitch night. People don't game on Tuesday.
That's true. That is true. All right, we're getting this thing started. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm in Illinois. You know
Toby
what's
just
legal here. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to start the show.
Toby drove 12 hours a day.
I got up. I knew it was going to happen. I got that. Am I talking real loud? Sorry.
That's
I feel like I'm blasting everybody. Sorry. I'll bring it down a little bit. I knew I had to drive 11 hours today, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna sleep in. I was gonna wake up real early. I was like, nope, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit, and then 3:30 4:45 a.m. Just wide open. I was like, okay.
You left extra early,
we go.
didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, just wide open, ready to go, just cruising. And then I stopped at Bojangles and got a spicy chicken filet biscuit. Then for the next 2 hours, felt crazy as hell. Thought I was gonna die. I was like, well, I guess I did. It just did not feel well at all driving. And now I'm back to normal. Now I'm drinking beer and just partying with my bros.
With my bro.
I'm gonna run the intro bumper and we'll get the show. I'll turn this music off.
Oh, you got an intro?
We got
bumper,
an intro
huh?
bumper?
You know, just the bumper.
Oh, you mean just the video thing, graphic?
Yeah, just the graphic.
I guess we haven't been playing the song lately. Yes, we don't really need a song.
Are you
No
listening?
songs.
Oh yeah, Toby,
Tuesday
we could have done
night.
one together.
Yeah, you ready? Yeah, y'all could do a lot more stuff now. We'll get to it.
All right,
Yeah.
All right, let's start the show. Here it is.
Here we
Are
go.
you listening? It is a Streamo show on Tuesday night.
Yes, it is.
We have some special stuff tonight. Devin and Toby are going to do a couple of covers of joke songs that we were talking about last week. So they're going to do that live, and they're going to perform another song live. And this week on our production songs, we did two. We did an extra. We have so we're going to do the first one here shortly. It's a cover, and then we have "Can't Stop the Killer," which is the main feature of the week here. The final mix of that, not the final mix, just this rough mix that we just got to today. I mixed starting today. It was unmixed entirely this morning, and it's what I've been working on most of the day. And I got the file over to Reva, synced up the video, and I'll just tell you this right now is a really funny thing happened. We got it there. She's got slow internet, so we knew it was a tight window to turn it around. She got it. She put the video. She sent it back to me, and I watched almost all the way through it feeling like this is pretty good. I knew something was off. Forgot to upload the drums, so there's no drums on the video. I have the drums,
Oh my
but
God!
not fast enough to download them and upload them. So there's it's a slightly different, but we'll update the drums and have it by tomorrow and everything. But we still get to premiere the song, but the video and mix are just both started and completed in the last just 3 or 4 hours while Toby's driving over there.
That's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize, but I'm writing in the message board.
Yeah.
And I'm using Devin's computer, but I didn't realize that it's under Megan Thompson Shelton.
It is?
Yes, I'm writing. I've been writing. I wrote,
That's
can we get to 250 Zuckerbergs? Megan Thompson Shelton just on fire
On Facebook.
in
Killing
every
it.
Facebook.
Killing
That's
it in
hilarious.
the chat.
She's killing it. Megan, y'all look like farts. She's going. Devin's wife is going off tonight.
She gets wild on Tuesday nights on Zuckerberg.
All right, let's get to
All
a
right,
song
what we
or
doing
something.
first?
Okay, the good news is we're over 100 on Twitch also now, Toby.
Thank
so
God.
you
I
can
thought
relax.
it was over.
Yeah, that's great. Got a bunch of people. Okay, so what's the cover song?
Well, Matt, it's here's
We
what's
announced
funny.
it, I think.
I'm a 42-year-old man.
Mhm.
You don't look a day over 41.
I appreciate it. I covered a like 19-year-old girl or 18. How old is she? I don't know how old Billie
If that
Eilish is. Is she 18 now?
I think she's
Billy-
19, 20 now. I don't know.
She's
Maybe
probably.
she-
I don't know. They get older. I just thought that was really funny. I'm like, I covered a girl who wrote a song who's over half my age.
Yeah,
right?
She's less than half your age. Yes, that's correct.
So I thought that
That's
was
true.
kind of interesting. Maybe that says something for us.
I think
We're
so.
we're not
19 years
we're not
old.
elitist.
She was
We're
born
not
in
like
the year 2001.
she was born the year our band started.
The
Yeah, she
year
was-
Emery started.
Yeah,
Billie Eilish.
she was
Eilish?
born that year,
I don't
and here we are still trying to catch
And I
up
covered
with her.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, the year that our first album came out, she was 3,
Good God.
and now I'm covering one of her songs.
So if you're out there doing something now, there's somebody who's being born today that's going to be much better than you at that soon.
Yes.
Basically the situation.
Yeah, if you
Every
if
day.
you wrote a song today and were really proud of it, there's somebody that was born today that will smash
It's
anything
very
that
soon,
you could
right.
ever do.
Right. Like, let's just say you started a business, maybe
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
It doesn't
an
matter
ice
what
cream
you
stand,
do today.
right? And you're open
Yes.
and you're proud
Right.
of your ice cream stand. Well, there's a child born today. It's going to demolish you.
It will-
You'll never be able to
Ruin you.
have an
Yes.
ice cream stand like her.
Oh God, that's so depressing too. But anyway,
yeah.
We covered. So Matt texted me. I don't know what night was it, Matt?
Well, it was last Sunday when the Taylor Swift album came out.
Yeah.
I was saying that, that song was so simple. I was like, we could have played it tonight. You should have covered it. And then I thought, oh, what would be really smart is to cover a song the second it comes out, because maybe you could put it on YouTube or something.
Right.
And I said, so next time we know some release is going to happen, we should just cover it. If it's going to be something that's going to be interesting or cool for the show, we could time it. And then I got an email from Spotify on, I don't know, Wednesday of this week or Thursday, and said that Billie Eilish had a new song. And I'm a big Billie Eilish fan anyway, and their production, stuff like that. And so I texted Devin and said, hey, there's this song, Devin and Toby. I thought, maybe y'all want to do it. We probably already did something this week, but maybe you'd want to do this. It was middle of the week already. And then Devin said he liked it, maybe do it. And then later that night, Devin already had it done. He already had the guitar and the vocal done on it. And so I was like, wow, that was fast. So Devin, this song had only been out a few hours. So Devin learned it and then did a version of it, just in a one-take type situation. I was like, okay. And I didn't realize that Devin was going to do what he had done, though, on it. So I just thought maybe do it with guitar. But when I heard Devin's, when I heard your vocal take, I was like, oh, it's like that.
So it's like that.
I was like, I was planning on putting a little keyboard on or something. But when I heard Devin's,
put a little something on it.
When I heard Devin's take, I was like, oh, it's like that, is it? Right. So I was like, oh shit, Devin's vocal take was so great that I thought, man, I've just got to do whatever we can for it. So I stopped working on Can't Stop the Killer and started working on this Billie Eilish song, put a bunch of tracks on it. It's, just enough to make it fun and do it full. And then got back on, the horse to finish Can't Stop the Killer today. But the Billie Eilish song I did, was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, I think you said you did it basically all day yesterday.
Yeah, I got up after Devin had the vocal take in there, and I spent the rest of the day with the parts and then mixing all the way mixed down, mastered the same day, and just spent the most of the day taking breaks on it, and that was it. So it was just in addition to doing what we're doing weekly, we went ahead and did that, which
threw that in.
Great.
Well, when I heard the song, when you texted to me, I do like her stuff a lot. I think it's really cool, really unique, really innovative, and I do like the production. And then when I heard this song, I was like, oh man, this reminds me of like really old school kind of jazz with like Fiona Apple kind of feel, you know what I mean? Style, so it immediately just kind of clicked my attention. I was like, yeah, this will be fun to learn anyway. So I was excited to do it once I heard it.
Yes, and
it's pretty unbelievable. I mean, I haven't even heard Billie Eilish's version yet, and I just
sounds similar.
I was just like, man, I'm so into Devin singing this, so it's really awesome.
Her track on it is really great. Like she's really talented.
How was it learning it quickly like that to get all? I mean, because there's a lot of runs and stuff in that.
There's some runs. The first half of the song, I was like a little confused because it wasn't like a real standout chorus. Or anything. It was like just kind of a part. I was like, oh, I'm not sure what's what here. And then after I listened to it a couple times, I was like, okay, I kind of get the gist now. And then it took me a few times to kind of get through it to feel really confident about it.
Well, it was kind of
it was fun to do.
In your voice, it just really worked well. So I'm very, I'm happy about it. And what we like to do here, if you're new, is we like to tip the performers. We think of ourselves as street musicians, just like we're standing out on the corner here. We got a tip jar over there. You see it down there.
I'm the statue guy.
Yeah, Devin's like a statue. If you tip it, he'll move around.
I'll move if you tip me.
But you can wait and see out the song we did this week for no other reason other than to just put it out here. To do it here. We're going to put it on YouTube, see if it could get any views. I don't know. I was looking at the other people that covered it on YouTube, and some other people had done it right in the same day, but I didn't think they've done a very good job yet. And but their views are multiplying. Like they're starting to get some big traffic, but none of the covers are very good yet. So I think this will be the first good version, good cover that could be on YouTube of this song. I don't know if it's a big song or whatever, but I thought that might be neat. But there's one where it's just like a really pretty girl that sings it, and that's all she does, and that's what got the most, and it's got like 30,000 views now. But I watched them this day. It went up. It went from like 10 to 30 to 300, and then it's kind of, they multiply kind of exponentially. So it's kind of a race to do a song first on the internet.
That's
All
fine.
right, play it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
I want to
play it.
hear it.
Okay, so get to tipping if you really like our performance. We accept tips.
Yeah, we appreciate it, guys, for real.
All right. Oh, and you didn't see this, Devin, but Sarah Stewart made an artwork for it.
Oh, really? I didn't see
Yeah.
it. That's
yeah,
awesome.
because it kind of matches the way Billy did, but different color scheme.
Nice.
But this is a portrait of you in this whatever this style is. Oh, from the back, but you can tell this is supposed to be.
Oh,
check it out.
That's funny.
All right, I hope you guys enjoy this.
Ooh.
I'll turn it up on here.
I can't seem to focus. You don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just a mirror. You check your complexion to find your reflections all alone. I had to go. Can't you hear me? I'm not coming home. Do you understand? I've changed my plans, 'cause I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her. And I'm in love, but not with anybody else. Just wanna get to know myself. I know supposedly I'm lonely now. Know I'm supposed to be unhappy without someone. But aren't I someone? And I'd to be your answer, 'cause you're so handsome. But I know better than to drive you home. You'd invite me in, and I'd be yours again. But I'm in love with my future, but you don't know her. And I'm in love, but not with anybody here. I'll see you in a couple years.
That's awesome.
All right.
Man, I loved your videos. Those are great.
That was Georgie helped me direct.
Yeah, I
these
figured.
videos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've used her sunglasses, and she wanted to hold the camera and stuff. She put her thumb in there in the last minute, real quick. But she got the credit for part video production on it, because she likes Billie Eilish anyway. So I thought she thought it was cool
That's
that
cool.
we were going to make a YouTube video of Billie Eilish. So
That was awesome.
that was great. Thanks for the fire emojis, some tips,
Yeah.
Bill's MTX,
yeah.
and whoever else. We appreciate it very much. But yeah, what a nice fit for Devin's voice.
Yeah, it fit right perfectly. And then I think I called you when I was about to do it, and I was like, yeah, man, I think this song would sound really cool with some keys or a clean guitar and all that stuff, kind of like the track.
Mhm.
And I didn't know you were gonna do what you did, and it came back. I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds so good. Like even the electronic drums sound great. I mean, that was like sounds so awesome.
Well, you know what I get a real kick out of, and I mean, it's pretty. Okay, here's the bad part about it is I really like this version, and it's kind of true to what she did. I just tried to keep the things that I like the most, and then go from there. But if you go back and A/B them, I mean, hers is way better sounding. Like everything, everything I wanted to do good, it's still everything about her version is better, and on pretty much every dimension. Just frustratingly true. But on the other hand, we just did, just on a goof in one day, quickly something rivaling a high-level commercial recording of a pop song. But what I really get a kick out of is, and I'm not saying even the production's as good as them, but I like that. We kind of. We're already, like, all the sounds that we used that I did in there are the ones I use every single week in here. So it's what she did is actually similar to what we're making in this environment anyway. So I mean, this is the same drum kit and pad I use, the same Rhodes sound I use, same synth I use every single week. What actually is the arrangement that she made? Do you know what I mean? Like they converge. Yeah. Like we've already trained on that kind of style in a way, so it was pretty much second nature to do it because it's the same sounds I use every week. Overlap good. I use the pedals and it's ambient. I just had to play extra quiet, but that's what they do that is too hard that we can't get to. That is really hard is to be that. Theirs has a whole nother level of subtlety and quietness.
Now, okay,
I don't know how they do it.
Let me ask you a little bit more of a technical question about that. So you're big about, like, it's not the gear, right? That's your thing. No, it's not the gear.
No.
So at what point is it the gear?
Well,
is there a point that you can, let's say, okay, this mic costs nothing, right? This is one of the best mics. That's not something $400, but comparatively, there's vocal mics that are what, $1,500, $2,000.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. You're right. There's mics that I mean,
what's the difference? At what point are we looking at this is actually
it's
different?
Not that's just not what the difference is, though.
No, I'm not discrediting Billie's talent. I think it's extremely high. But as far as a producer,
but
what's the difference in somebody like that and you?
Well, they're just better at it. I mean, that at a very young age. It's more complicated than that. They don't. One of the things that's special about them is they don't. They're upending everything, proving that it's not about gear, because they don't use crazy stuff. They don't use big studios and big producers. It's just her and her brother just do that. I mean, they get some help and stuff like that, but she's better on Howard Stern than I am for 2 days in a studio.
For sure.
Like, just with the whatever. I mean, you can just go watch her live at Howard Stern or the broadcast they did from the living room or whatever.
So the crazy sensitivity in her vocals has nothing to do with her mic. I mean, I know that she's 100% talented. I'm just saying, what percentage?
Listen to that recording of that, and then just go watch her on Howard Stern's live show at 7 in the morning, and go listen to it, and it's almost all there. Like, so
it's basically 80%. You think it's 80% there?
Devin and I did Eggs and Kegs one time in Kansas City.
Eggs and Kegs was great.
It's pretty awesome.
The reason that what they're doing is they're writing and arranging natively for that small environment. Like, they're optimizing the choices for that. And so it's just kind of, that's what their skill is in that really micro realm. But if the loudest thing you do, I don't know, it's too hard to explain, but like if you had a giant timpani drum and all this huge stuff, then the amount of space that there is for your vocal is here. You know, it's just tiny. But think of the whole waveform, like in Pro Tools. What if all of that waveform, the biggest, strongest hits were just lip smacks and breaths, which are the quiet things in our recordings. So that whole dynamic range, all the clarity is now only in this very, you're using all the resolution of audio and your fullness of your range to only focus on the tiniest thing. So it feels like a higher resolution thing because you can actually get more out of it by putting less into it in that way.
That makes sense.
But
So
I
it's
bet
about
she probably.
dynamic range.
I think she probably uses something like an API 2500 or a
Probably.
Fairchild 670
You
compressor.
think of
Yeah,
Fairchild?
probably.
Now I've always liked the SSL G series myself for compressors, but Devin likes the Tube Tech CL2A.
The funny
And that's
thing,
Devin's
the funny thing about Matt is he always acts like gear doesn't matter, but he knew every single thing that you
he
just
was-
said.
yeah,
Yeah,
He
I
knew
know.
exactly what it was.
Yes.
He doesn't
what
know
they
the
are.
Millennia TCL -2.
I don't know that one. No, I
You
don't.
don't know that
Him
one.
and Josh could cover all gear for sure. They
You
know it
like,
all.
yeah, you like gear. That's the thing.
It's the
It's
same-
some kind
yeah.
of love-hate thing, probably, because you.
It's embarrassing, a little
Yeah,
I
bit.
mean,
yeah.
what gear am I using? I mean,
No,
I just
I'm
have these
saying-
instruments. I'm not using anything. I'm not using anything expensive at all. Or
I'm not
or-
saying you're a gearhead. I'm just saying you like it,
Yeah, you do like gear.
and it does
Yes.
interest you.
Yes, but that's separate from making things be good or not. It's just I like it. I mean, I use it for its functions,
Yeah.
but it's not that it's. I mean,
I like gear in the sense of like a movie set. Like I love it that it's on and flashing lights and stuff like that. But you don't
Yeah.
you're not really
You're not
going to
really
use
sure
it.
what's
It's
happening.
a fake computer on
Right.
a movie set. I want fake gear. I want
Yeah.
a room full of fake gear, and I walk in and just go, "Yep, there it is."
No,
We
it's,
make-
it's this magical belief. It's just like when somebody believes in a really goofy religion or something. It's people that think that the gear it's an inversion. It's something wrong with that way
Right.
of thinking.
But
So
a lot
it-
of people think that.
Yeah,
They
but
just
it's
don't know.
it's a disordered way of thinking. So it's not that it can't matter, and you can screw up things by using gear that's not good enough.
Right.
Like you could screw up a signal, but there's no magic in the thing the way people want to believe that it is, and so
It's very
resist that.
similar. You're very similar with the way you think about gear as you think about cars. You don't like to talk about cars because you think it's embarrassing, but you
Uh,
love cars.
You
Yeah,
like
that's
cars.
kind of true. I
love
like
them.
to think about them. I don't like to talk about them.
You don't like
Right.
to talk about them because you think it's
It's
this
just-
is silly. It's one of those
It's not a
dumb
good
things.
conversation.
Yeah, but you actually really like cars. a
Yeah,
lot.
I like cars and gear same way. It just
Yeah.
doesn't really make a good conversation.
When is the appropriate moment that you feel comfortable? Is it when the other person reciprocates they have to initiate the conversation about whatever it is, but you still kind of brush it off like, hey, I don't talk about that.
If anything was technical, I'll put it this way: if you are into something for a technical reason that's kind of private to you that you are interested in on a wavelength and you know it deeply, it's only interesting to talk to somebody else that's maybe at that level of it,
Right.
that has the same appreciation as you.
sure.
Very rarely do you. So you talk about
Right.
cars and you just say dumb stuff like you're not on the same page ever when you're talking about cars.
Yeah, like that's why Matt feels comfortable around me when I bring up the Lisa's 3630. He feels
I
he's
bought
at
a
home.
Lisa's 3630 at Mars Music for $99.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's a classic, 3630s. That'll make
That's
some people
funny.
laugh, so that is funny. People that know what a 3630 is will laugh at that. That's cute.
I'm not laughing. I love it.
I love it.
It's good. It's good.
All right,
Okay.
what's next?
What are we doing next? Some covers?
Oh, so
We had a little bit
Yeah,
of a
you got to
challenge.
follow what Devin just did.
Oh yeah,
can't do that.
you can.
Oh,
Oh, is it me first?
oh,
you
do
go
I?
first.
I have to go first.
Well, I just did a song.
All
It was just me.
Yeah, Devin just showed out.
I'm trying to
so
change
now
them up here a little bit. Oh boy. I'll
tell the
you
folks
what.
at home what we're doing here.
So last week, we kind of brought up. So Toby did a really awesome version of Bohemian Rhapsody. It was like it's just really cool acoustic, really pretty, almost a little bit more emo sounding. And so Matt kind of was crediting Toby and myself a little bit about how we can make a lot of different styles of songs feel that way or feel legitimate or feel more serious or whatever. So we brought up a couple songs and one of them was Love Shack,
which is my favorite song.
which is Matt's favorite song and it's a party song. I mean, obviously it's
Yeah.
nothing serious at all really. And then Toby had an idea to do a Nickelback song. So I think he's going to do that first. What's the name of this song?
I don't know.
Is
So
it
what's
How You Remind Me or something?
yeah.
Are you? And the goal
Sorry.
of this is try to make it. How do you feel about what you're trying to do here? Tell us what you're trying to conjure, and we'll see if you can do it.
Well, I was thinking Nickelback. Everybody really makes fun of them, even though they have millions of plays still a month on Spotify. I mean, millions and millions of people listen. I mean, I guess if you get that big, it's just a lot of people are going to make fun of you. They're just easy to make fun of. The guys, you know, and all that stuff. So I just thought I would make the song. I mean, I'm not going to do a good job right now, but I was thinking everybody makes fun of the song because it just feels like some kind of cheesy rock stuff. And maybe even the lyrics, you know, look at this photograph, which is funny. It's one of the most recognizable lyrics in modern music history for sure. That song, right? Look at this photograph. Every time I see it, makes me laugh. What the hell is on Joey's head? You know, I mean, everybody knows those lyrics. I hardly ever listen to that song. In my life, I probably heard the song. Maybe I've heard it a lot, but in the background or something. But I mean, like just to listen to the song, actually, probably less than 5 times in my entire life.
Right.
And I know some of the lyrics, so there's something about it. But anyway, I was thinking I'll try to make it a little bit more sad and dark. And what if, you know, if they were more emo or something, and people would probably.
Matt, while Toby's starting this and going to do the song, they keep saying something about you're only coming through their left ear or something.
Oh, I think many of them have gone half deaf as a COVID symptom. So.
Well, I don't know if it's something you can do or not, but they're complaining about it. Sorry, guys.
Let's see if I can figure it out. I might not can.
All right, Toby.
Can you hear me all right, Matt? You hear my guitar and everything? Hey, hey, hey.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to try and do this. Mine won't be as good as Devin already killed it with Billie Eilish, and now
No, you got it.
His cover song's going to be good. Let's see. Never made it as a wise man, couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man, I'm sick aside without the sense of feeling. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart that's breaking. I've been wrong, been down to the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words scream in my. Oh wait, sorry. These 5 words in my head scream. Are we having fun yet?
Nice.
There we go.
It was okay. I kind of got a little messed up, but well, I could do better.
Well,
it's no Billie Eilish.
It's a hard song to improve.
It is, but this one, your version of this song.
I don't even remember anything about it. Did you tune it? No.
I probably didn't.
Okay.
God knows.
I meant like
No,
you didn't change it. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get the lyrics up here real quick. I'm just going to do a little bit, and it's kind of my it's a different version, so we'll see.
You got it, Dev. Maybe I'll sing a little harmony with you.
So this is Love Shack. Yeah, I'll sing some harmony.
I'll
with
try.
Me. All right. Hopefully you can hear the guitar a little bit. I'll turn it down some. Okay. Let's see. Let me fix my capo. Sorry, it's bad. Heading down the Atlanta highway, looking for a love getaway. Headed for the love getaway. I got me a car, it's as big as a whale. We're heading on down to the Love Shack. I got me a Chrysler, it seats about 20, so hurry up and bring your jukebox money. The Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Love Shack, baby. Love Shack, baby. Love Shack, That's where it's at, oh shine. That's where it's at, oh shine. That's where it's at.
Matt's crying.
I love it. Oh, it was beautiful. I didn't have any expectation of that, but that's great. We got to do that one full on. I'm into
That'll
it.
be fun to do, like full on, like the real version. But when I was listening to the song, because it's always in the background, you know what I mean? Like it's always somewhere in the background, and you just hear love, and you just when the chorus comes in, you're like, oh, this is it. But the rest of the song is like there's no music except the bass and drums, really.
Yeah.
And just a guy and and then occasionally some women go, you know, it's like a little bit of that, but it's a great song, but there's literally not much
it's just
to it.
All
music.
fun. Everything
It's
about
all
it is
fun.
fun, and it's totally there. The beat, it starts right off.
Right.
And it's just on the whole time.
I mean, the lyrics are great and they're funny, and it's
takes
just like
you somewhere, no matter what. You're in it. You can't fight that song. You can't. You're in. It takes you over, and you're somewhere in a magical adventure of fun.
Oh yeah.
If that song is on, and they're from Athens, you know. The B-52s are from Athens, like REM. So it's kind of oddball, spaceball stuff from the '90s, you know. But they are so great. I mean, those girls both sing so good, and then that guy, what is he? Just what is his job?
I don't know.
He's so. I mean, but that's the main thing you say about it is whatever he makes is what you know it to be. Like he makes it be that with just by just being a personality. I mean, I don't know. It's amazing.
It's in the video. In the video, it's like he looks. It's like a flock of seagulls guy or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Funny. Yeah.
Got the spiked hair and he's just a funny looking suit.
I love that screwball stuff to be able to pull it off, and they totally do. So, whatever. They got a lot of good songs, but that's my favorite one. So, thank you for doing that. I'd like to make a little version of that. That would be fun to do sometime.
The other one I'd like to do real quick, sorry, is I think it's your second favorite song. Come On, Eileen.
That's one of my top songs.
That's a great song too, because it has a really cool key change, and it'd be fun to do, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a really good. The ska one of that is really good. It's I don't know who does it. There's a ska one. It's Say Ferris with a girl ska band and does a
That's
version.
a good version.
Yes, terrific. Okay, we're gonna move into our feature for tonight.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I said we were in the pocket. I'm Only a Man update. When we got into After the Devil Beats His Wife, because I think After the Devil Beats His Wife, Can't Stop the Killer, and then Story About a Man with a Bad Heart, those three songs consecutively in the meat of this album it's the best. I mean, those three songs and their order is so great. Can't Stop the Killer is this really been a special song for us. It's one that we've done live, and it's just really been able to make sense. Like, it's a song we know deeply that always, every time you play it live, it works. It just always works. I don't know if what you guys think is special about this song. I was trying to get a grip on it, but something about it is just that it's maybe similar to Love Shack. You can tell that it's a fictional story that you're doing, and it's something about it is kind of non-reality based. Like it's not, you're not, it's not these people playing this song about this thing. It is in itself a scene. It's right. You know, there's a forced sense of imagination in the song. It's cohesive in texture, which is made me nervous recording it because you have to capture it as a consistent mood kind of throughout, and it's got some weird stuff in it. I think the weird sounds in it, and I don't know, but you think I'm right about that?
Yes, very much. When I wrote this song years and years ago, I was inspired by In the Air Tonight. Mm-hmm. So it's very similar, like as far as like it's kind of a dynamic build throughout the song, and lyrically I always thought the story was really cool because about seeing a guy, what was it? He sees a guy who drowned someone or killed someone or something. Yeah. Right. Like that. And then he just it deals with that story in his mind. So to me, it was a little bit of a similar thing. Like I was trying to create this story, this atmosphere, with the
atmosphere.
lyrics. And and I thought about this today too, or maybe yesterday. I was like, I looked on an old, so I watched the YouTube version because I was kind of thinking back to what parts I did and how to redo the vocals. And there's all these comments on the YouTube video. They're like 8 years old, like people that first commented. And there was some funnies like, so wait a second, this guy just killed his wife and he's with his daughter at the gravestone. How's that work? So I started thinking about like, what is somebody's imagination? Like what, even with you guys, if you ever heard it, like he killed his wife in the story, right?
Yeah.
And then he's at the graveside with his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But if you killed your wife, you're probably either you never got caught.
I thought he got away with it.
So you just thought he never got caught.
Yeah, I just thought he did it. I thought it was like a confessional. I thought the whole point of the song was like it's kind of a confessional, and then you realize he didn't get caught.
Right.
It's just like to himself or standing by the grave or something like that.
And I even thought today, I was like, well, maybe. Well, I guess if she's still a little girl, but I was thinking, well, maybe he already did his time and it's after.
Oh.
and then he's with his daughter after.
But at the gravesite though.
But
maybe
they're both old.
Oh yeah,
they're both older.
It's not the burial. It's just
right.
the gravesite. Yeah, right.
I was just trying to think of an alternate ending to this little mini story. Anyway, I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
But it's funny because people, even on the comments and stuff, they're like, I mean, was this story like, did he obviously people don't think I actually killed my wife, but that's always been a joke, so I just thought it was cool. And it's like my wife's favorite song, the song that I killed her in.
Yeah. Well, something happens with the song. If it, when people hear a story that they take as a story, which you're seeing brings you into a story immediately, then all of a sudden, if it works, like if you just ramble on like I'm doing right now, nobody hardly pays attention to you. But if you start telling a story, then all of a sudden everybody like, if you're able to catch their attention and maintain a story, people can't help but feel like there's a lot of intention in it. So they think then you must really know a lot more about this than you do. Like you were able to write a story that was compelling, so tell us more. I mean, you're like, well, there is no more. I just wrote those lyrics for that thing. But they're like, yeah, I know, but like, what street does he live on? Like, what? Tell me, because it seems like you clearly know.
Right.
So there's a lot. I mean, it seems like there's a whole implied universe that you create when you make a story that sticks.
It's interesting. I don't know if Toby feels this way or not, but it almost feels like that's a story that I had read before, not a story that I wrote. After I wrote it and you kind of release it a little bit, to interpretations and just other people's perspective, it almost feels like, oh, that's just a story that this happens, not like something I created.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of let go of the ownership a little bit or something. So I thought that's kind of interesting too.
But that's what some people would say. If you were to be fruity, people would say that it came to you, like through the muse, like you channel a thing, and then it comes to you in that kind of way.
Oh, like through the universe.
Yeah, like I mean, you did discuss, like it's a type of story that's resonant that you were able to access or find or something like that, or maybe it came to you in a dream. It's all that. Like there's some quality of that we keep dealing with art and music, where it's like there's some weird thing that's almost mystical about it, but it gives you a dreamlike feeling, or you didn't come up with it, or where did this come from? But those are the same things that make you feel that way that typically do well. Like those are like this song, it's not, we didn't know when we were writing F sharp minor, D major, what guitars were using, like that the song would work any different than any other one. But it just turns out over time you go, oh, there was really something in that one, because it always rises to the top, But this is
Toby
probably
always
most used song. It's probably the most connected song from I'm Only a Man. Like I know Party Song probably most plays, but that's different. But in the Emery world, this song is probably the one of I'm Only a Man.
Probably. Yeah, I think because other than Party, we've played it the most live.
Yeah, we play this one a ton live.
And then, I think people maybe just connect with the style of it, story a little bit.
And it's fun to play live. Let's play it.
Okay.
Can we play it?
I just can't be more sorry that the drums aren't in there because the drum performance is awesome. But we'll just have to get it back up on YouTube and send it to Emeryland.
Yeah.
And we'll have the music in Emeryland anyway. So, again, we'd appreciate your tips for our redoing of this song. This one has a Emeryland feature. It features 10 members of Emeryland doing some snaps.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so it's what we call a snap choir. And they are led by the snap choir master. That's Mr. Josh Head.
Oh.
Shows up, and he is the conductor of the snap choir. You'll see
All
that
right.
here in a second.
I'm excited
And I
about
can't
that.
believe we forgot the drums at this, but again, we'll update it and everything.
That's
But we were
all right.
very happy to use some Emeryland people in that. And then Josh does the vocode robot sound. You
Yeah.
know, there's a little bit of that in here. That we've redone. And again, this is a mix. This is as far as I've gotten on the mix for today. It will be continually updated. This is not the final mix going to pressing, but it's as far as I could get today. Okay. Oh, after this, if you like it, go ahead and tip. But also, don't forget, we have this, all these recordings and stuff are for our update version of this vinyl. So if we hadn't said that, but we're releasing this on vinyl. That's what these recordings are for. You can get it at emerymusic.com. So I hope you like this one. And here we go. Can't Stop a Killer, a very magical song. Devin's really killing it tonight.
I know. Shit. Lord.
You had
You
a
had
long
last
drive,
week.
though. You know, we leaned heavy.
We have
you
an
know,
11-hour
you got a
drive
long
today. Still
Yeah.
showed up.
All right, here we go.
You'll raise the daughter as she'll raise the son. You live like two people that wish they were one. No, she may not be perfect, but oh, my friend, neither are you. You feel like you're waiting for somebody to remind you of all the things that you're supposed to do. Careful what you reach for. One more step and you're falling through. Your family's a joke and your job is your life. And time spent without them is time spent most every night. Get your house in order, 'cause it's gonna be a bumpy ride. You can't stop the pain. Place I kept my yachts when Forrest spoke to for my doubts. I'm shaking, I'm hollow because I know how to get this done. I will be the only one to follow through. In a certain place I kept my yachts when Forrest spoke to for my doubts. I'm shaking, I'm hollow because I know how to get this done. I will be the only one to follow through it. You kneel beside her at the foot of the grave. Your daughter is crying. You say she's in a better place. She was never perfect. Oh, my friend, neither were you.
Okay, we got
All
it.
right.
Thank you, Tomb27, for the $10 tip. And
Yes, thank
Telemectar,
you.
$50 tip. Wow, Derek Durst.
God, Telemectara.
Good.
Derek Durst,
Lord.
$20 tip. So y'all must have liked
Good
that was
Lord,
Wow.
I just
I
can't
know your brother
believe,
Fred.
Man.
That's it makes it extra bizarre without the drums in there to see only basement video and that sound. It's really
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah.
it's funny, 'cause I'm using a guitar pedal amp right here. It's not even it's all in the basement and it makes all that sound that sounds so big and stuff like that. This one's a little extra in that sense. But without any drums, it looks so weird. That's all I can think about.
Man, I tell you, I didn't really, because we only heard one mix today, like a little bit before the show. But just now listening to the drums, God, they sound so good.
Yeah.
Sound like way better than the original.
Yeah.
And then the original, like we did them in a very legit place, in a very legit way. But I felt like that was so clean sounding tonight.
Yeah,
I just noticed
I've been pretty happy with it. It's the drums are all done in one day for this too. So we did the drums on December 28th. I know that because it's on my phone whenever I have to go get the videos to upload them. I can't believe I forgot this week's. But we went in 3 days after Christmas and did Only a Man front to back with me and Dave and Josh in the studio and just went all the way through it. And so I've been I'll start with a drum track each week and build it from there. So they got a real energy to them, but they were just recorded at our basic studio, which is it's the same equipment. It's the same equipment that we use live to record this to stream with and stuff. All that. It's just our console that we have that we run all our mics to, and we turn it into the PA system at the club, or it goes into my computer and we record it. But this is basically just, it's all kind of getting kind of consolidated, which is a really wonderful thing. Thank you, Kill Switch. He says, I absolutely love the song. Might be my favorite Emery song ever. I love every, Anyway, thanks. You can leave a little note if you leave a tip there, you guys.
Harlequin, our good buddy Andrew just tipped us. I think is 1,000 of those things $10.
Good Lord.
That's a lot, guys.
Thank you for your tips.
You got to do a dance there, Devin.
Oh, I got to do it.
Yeah. See,
Wow. I've been wondering if, because there's a little bit of difference. I've been wondering if other bands are going to start doing this too. Like not like one of the reasons we're even doing this is for vinyl, and we wanted to, an updated version and see if we could do better. But I wonder if there's like just lots of other bands might just start redoing records as a part of their, catalog or whatever, just to. This part always bothered me, or I wish I'd have done this differently. Like there's something to be said for who you are. Like the Week's End, we could redo the Week's End, and maybe there would be some things that are better for sure, and we'd probably maybe add a few things. I think that could be cool. But this album specifically was one that worked well for us. But I wonder if other bands are going to start doing that. Just they want to do a different vocal line there, or I wish I would have said this word instead of this word or something like that. I think
it's a pretty taboo. It's a pretty taboo idea to mess with the art
now, but I think in the future it might not be.
Yeah, it's just that philosophy goes, which I think we hold too, that once you make the thing and put it out, it doesn't belong to you anymore. Like
I know, but then you can make another one.
You can make another one.
To you anymore.
Yes, but it holds a different. It's a slightly different thing. Like, is it? Like you don't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This one's really weird because I feel like these are finally the right versions of these, but I don't know that would be true about other stuff. Like if Weezer improved Pinkerton, what improvement do you want?
No, but if Weezer sat down and completely redid Pinkerton today, and I think I would definitely listen and be kind of excited to see.
Just as like almost like as a project.
Yeah, but my point would be the reason I would like it would be because why did they do it? Because it's like one of my all-time favorite albums, top 3
but do you think
easily. Maybe
over the years you would wind up listening to the new one, like 5 years later when you listen to it. You don't think which one?
I would like it even if I just like, oh no, y'all are so stupid. The first one was better here or something. Like I think that.
Well, and the songs are so good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They
right,
would still
right.
be great songs. I was thinking about that with the Foo Fighters too. Their first album is like self-titled.
Yeah.
And I saw an interview with Dave Grohl. He said, "Yeah, I just thought it was kind of like a demo,
Yeah.
and then they ended up releasing it. Yeah,
It's
but it sounds
too.
great. It sounds
Yeah.
great. But if he went back and did it today, it would still sound really
I
good
have
because
a
the
great
songs are
piece
cool.
of trivia then that you just made it come up here.
Okay.
That's just
All
awesome.
Okay.
right.
So the first Foo Fighters album was recorded at Robert Lang's studio in Seattle, which is it's probably about a half a mile from Dave Powell's house.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's a studio that is in this really interesting guy named Robert Lang's house that he dug out the side of a mountain underneath his house and put a whole studio in there. It's big too. It's a fancy studio. It's nice. And so Dave Grohl recorded there when he did The Color and the Shape, and he did all that stuff himself. He did it all really fast, like in one day. He did the drums with no scratch track or anything. He just went in there. He knew the song, so he walked in there and just played the drum part, said hit record, and he did the drums for I'll Stick Around, Big Me, all those songs. This Is a Call. It's just super awesome. And he just did those drums takes into blank space. And then he went and played the bass and played the guitar, whatever, and just did it, knocked it all out there. And they mixed it on the big board, and it's just whatever. But in 2010 or 9, Emery made "I'm Only a Man," and David Bendeth mixed some of the songs, and some of the songs were mixed at Robert Lang's studio by me and Ryan Butch. So
nice.
So we mixed "Can't Stop the Killer" at Robert Lang Studios, also right there in that same
Oh,
space.
wow.
So the original mix of that was in that crazy place after that crazy recording and all that. And then the one you just heard that you said sounded really good, we just used my MacBook for.
That's very funny.
Apple has destroyed everything.
Ugh.
Good Lord.
I mean, we're already using AI mastering. What's to say we're not doing AI mixing next?
Well, that's kind of where I'm headed.
Maybe.
That's kind of. I mean, if I the point of that is if I can mix that well, something's funny. It's getting too easy. So the machine.
yeah.
That means the machines. If I can do something, it means the machines can do it next. Is all I'm saying. Like there's.
I'm just ready for him to go ahead and write the whole song. I just kick
Yeah.
back.
then you get
I
in
want to walk into a room and computers go, Toby, this is what we got. And I go,
That's what I'm.
Okay.
We're going to do that.
Next Emery record.
That's what we're going to do. I'm not
We
kidding.
put out
about that.
365 Emery records a year.
So
No, not like that. It's not like that. What we're going to do is a hybrid between man and machine. That's what. It's not just an automated thing.
Like $6,000 man, $6 million
Yeah.
man.
No, so we're going to take. There's AIs that generate music, and it's getting really good. And I'm telling you, it's going to be able to do really good stuff soon.
Yeah.
Right now, it makes some interesting stuff, but I want to figure out how to train the AI to analyze our music and spit back original ideas to us generated from its understanding of what we do. I want it to study us and then give us ideas, and then we'll collaborate with the machine.
Like it.
And then put out songs like that. You probably win a Grammy for something like that, I figure.
Ooh.
So
You know what I mean?
do we get credit for that?
Yes, because the machine it's just a machine
So-
learning our creative
So it just
input in the first
we
place.
teach it.
But Matt,
teach
it, we
I
train it.
helped write the song too.
Right, that's right.
We teach it, and then it creates.
It just gives some. It won't
For
give like a
us.
complete song. It'll give ideas and it'll just generate what it thinks we're doing. It'll do its take of what it thinks
Right.
we do, and then we'll use those ideas. Will then sound fresh to me. Trust me, I would get along very good with the machine. I'm sure of it. And then those ideas will crystallize into demos and stuff that eventually you will like and write vocals and sing on. But it'll
I
be
can't
good.
wait until the first band fight we have between Matt and the AI. That's gonna happen. She's gonna say something, and Matt's gonna disagree, and then we're screwed.
Well, the trajectory seems clear to me. I mean, I
Well,
think that Billie Eilish
But
and them
Matt, we are in the Dorian mode. Why is that? Everybody knows exactly. That's what we all think a robot sounds like. with a
but
big-
Matt, yeah.
Yes, but that's but that I mean, that also ties to Billie Eilish, who I think that deal there with her and her brother being kids and using technology and producing at a high level for a new thing that people don't understand that is disruptive entirely. And masterful is also points to the same place, because I believe that if Billie Eilish can sing like that, it's not because of her life experience like Billie Holiday.
Right.
It's she's learning the patterns and things with that kid brain, which is again the machines will be able to do that next, and that whole thing's good. But what she's doing is unbelievable and artistic on top of the framework. It's not cheating. Nobody thinks that's cheating, because she's still able to do stuff that nobody else could do any other way, other than you kind of have to be her to make that music that way. And so, all that stuff moving in the same direction is, I mean, that's where my head is, way more than some big studio with some big gear and all that kind of stuff. So that's my thought, is the singularity, putting everything
Got one
together.
of Devin's cats here.
He's got one of my cats.
It's so black that you can't see it on your shirt. It looks like it. You can't even see it at all. In your dark purple light with a black shirt with a black cat in front of you.
All right. We got one more song?
Yeah,
Do
we'll
we?
do a live song. Y'all gonna
Can I
finish
go
it out?
potty real quick?
Yeah,
Y'all
go
talk
for it.
I'm worried because I'm very tired, and I've drank some Coronas.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying myself, that I'm worried this last song, even though it's it might be the most Emery song ever. We're going to do Walls tonight. I'm going to forget the lyrics.
You forgot the lyrics before.
I know. So, but if the crowd was here with us, if this wasn't this Rona season, they would help. They could help me. I'd look out and I'd see them singing, and I would know where I'm at, but I'm just worried.
So the lip reading, from your point of view, is it's kind of like having.
If you've
cue
ever
cards.
been at an Emery show and I'm staring intently at your mouth, you know that I have no idea what I'm supposed to sing next.
the one that I remember that you did.
If I'm looking at your mouth at an Emery show, I'm gone, man.
I think the one I remember, I know you've done it multiple times, but I know one time that was we were at church where we were drinking the whiskey that the guy got us, and he got mad that we drank it.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was
He bought us it, and they got mad that we drank it.
Yeah, all right. It was on our rider to have a bottle of whiskey. We were playing with Number One Gun in a church in California somewhere, or whatever, and then they got us. Yeah, in Victorville, and he thought, the guy he made a joke and said something, and it was in this weird youth room. It was very uncomfortable situation, but they gave us a bottle of Jack Daniels, and we sat around drinking with Number One Gun back there in the youth room or whatever. And then later in the show, or by the end of the show, the guy came in and saw that we drank it, and he was very mad.
Right.
He said, "I thought it was like for your voice to swig or something, But
I think I told him it. I think I lied and said it was, but all of us took a swig. So, because it was like 13 people.
Well, they
but it was
probably
really just
they probably felt morally wrong, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Don't you mean like they contributed to us drinking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And might have drank a lot because Toby did forget the words to Walls that night.
Which is going to happen again now.
But I'll tell you what.
Okay.
But this one was. It was like. I'm trying to remember the mistake, but it was like you went to the did you go to let the Walls have their say, or these fights with their arms? It was one of those two.
I think
you inverted one of those whole sections.
No. I think that I was supposed to go let the Walls have, but I just did these fights with your again.
Yeah.
That is so we had to do like half the song.
we did a
See
1.5.
through me. These fight.
Let me side. And I was out there.
We just kept going, and we played the second half of the song again.
Yeah, I think so.
It was a mess. Like it was a
Oh,
mess.
it was bad.
Like
Wow.
it was bad.
It was bad.
I mean, nothing will ever be as bad as stopping, though.
No.
Like we've done a couple times.
Yeah, stopping is the worst when you just go, there's
You're just
nothing.
like, well,
everyone knows there's nothing
It's
you can
happened
do.
probably 3 or 4 times.
The big
at
one
least,
is the
right?
one Toby always tells a story about. Grant from Under Oath was playing bass.
Yes. It was
That
on
was a bad
fractions
situation.
it was on fractions where we changed the time signature and he didn't.
It goes.
And I was everybody's just out in front of 600-700 people in
Oh,
Philadelphia floating going.
That's a really easy mistake to make. It's not really
It is.
fair
Oh, it
because
is.
Right.
the Fractions, the song is named Fractions because of its time signatures, and the
Right.
idea is that it's in 4/4 half the song and 6/8 half the song, and right where it switches, it drops out to pretty much only bass. And so you have a fill-in
Right.
number, and it has to take time signature and carry like the chord chain. The timing. Other than that, there's not really anything there because the keyboards probably weren't there. So
I gave him the death look. And Toby recovered great.
Yeah, I said, what did I say? I said,
Wait, guys.
Yeah.
You're like, stop.
stop. It's, I forget, I think my baby Dale, I said, it's actually Devin's birthday. Happy birthday. Come on, Philadelphia.
I mean, there's not many ways.
There's
to
some
recover.
crazy
You just
stuff
have to
that's
do it.
happened at the TLA. That's where right across the street was the pizza guy.
Oh yeah.
We played the TLA in downtown Philadelphia. We all go across the street to get some pizza. And there's a big, meaty Italian guy. And he's just sitting there. He's giving us our pizza. And I said, hey, you got any parm? He goes, no parm. I said, no parm, no foul. And he goes, no smile.
It's like he hadn't laughed in 10 years. It was the funniest thing.
I really got him with the parm joke.
Got
So. No parm.
All right, we're gonna play a song, man.
you're gonna play Walls. We'll close it out.
Yes, we're gonna play
And just a
Walls.
reminder, if you want to get in on the Only a Man vinyl, the Only a Man update vinyl, that's at emerymusic.com. You'll find
Yep.
it over there, or
Put the link in here real quick.
/AOM. And we're about halfway through. We're almost halfway through the album.
That's right.
That's pretty crazy.
It's your last chance to tip. If you like what
Tip
you
'em
saw
up.
tonight, I showed a little bit of leg.
How
And
many Zuckerbergs do we keep?
We're down a little bit.
It's down like to 140 something, 150.
But I think through the song and everything, we were 200.
Yeah, we
plus.
got up to like 250 at
We
one
got
point.
some Zuckerbergs on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
he's AI for sure. All right.
All right, we're gonna play Walls. You ready? Oh yeah. They don't have a crowd.
They
I was
can
about to
type
ask.
it.
I was about to ask the crowd to help us out. 'cause
Make
that's
them
what we
type.
used to say.
Make them type it
Yes.
all at the same time. Everybody get to see what happens. See how many people can go in the chat at once and type,
And
are
type,
you
"Are you
listening?
listening?"
So go ahead and type it now.
AYLing.
So, and then hit enter at the same time. So you count them in 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Count them in
I'll
and
count
see
you
how many
in.
people can blast. Are you listening at the same time in a chat explosion?
Yeah, there you go.
Pow! Don't
Right on the downbeat. Are you
Go ahead and type
listening?
it. Go ahead and type it. We're gonna break Zuckerberg with
Are
this. We're
you
gonna go
listening?
type
Enter.
it and then hold over enter and see how many people can blast the internet with the chat. That'll make Google's out.
Yep. So
algorithms
type
turn
in, are you
backwards.
listening? And hit on 3, hit return.
On
Yeah.
the downbeat. Yeah.
the
you ready?
downbeat.
All right,
Not
here we
on
go.
3, but yeah. Well, how are you
On
gonna
the
count
down-
it? Because this one,
I say 1, 2. I count to 4.
just say
1, 2.
3, 4. Say 3, 4.
Okay. All right.
And then
Then
that'd
enter.
Then enter.
Then destroy internet.
then
Zuckerberg.
Explosion.
it's good.
All right. Here we go. 3, 4.
Are you listening?
There we go.
We write 1,000 pages. They're toning on the floor. Headlights hammer the windows. We're locked behind these doors. And we are never leaving. This place is part of us. And all these scenes repeating are cold to the touch. My hands seem to deceive me when I'm nervous or when I'm healthy. The scenery's all drawn. They hang here from the walls here, painting pictures, bleeding colors. Blink at the window. Sometimes it gets so hard to breathe. Your eyes see right through me. These fights with your arms.
Left beside.
It's one thing.
One more says goodnight.
You've got the mouth.
Come get to me.
These knuckles break before they bleed. Tap out these veins.
On my heart.
This skin.
Where's your lasting mark?
I built these walls. Come get to me. Come get to me.
Oh, solo.
Oh my God. Nice solo, man. Is this your lesson? A slight discretion, the line to keep you, the line to sweep you. Lock the doors from the inside. Your face is so contagious. It wears announcements. It leaves me breathless. I won't forget this. I won't forget. Sometimes it gets so hard to breathe. Your eyes, you see right through me. Let the walls have their say.
Let the walls have their. Let the walls have their say.
Let the walls have their say. There's no conversation, words without remorse, and this television drowns the only source. Wake from these strings of you in my arms to the staircase where you hold my heart. This place, these walls mean everything to me. Fire emoji.
Fire,
Yeah,
hype.
fire emoji. That was
All
great,
right.
everybody. Thank you for all the
All right.
tips and the support and for being in
Yeah.
Embryland. Embryland has 700 and something members now. It's been growing month over month doing this, and
Wonderful.
we got a
Yes.
lot of good projects going.
Great people in there too.
Yep.
Really great.
There's great people in there, and I'm sorry we're not playing any shows, but we've found plenty to keep busy, and glad that you guys are here with us. So it's working out great. I got
Yes.
nothing else.
Well, thank you, Zuckerbergs, for being here on Tuesday night. Thank
Yeah.
you, Twitch.
Yeah, if y'all like Tuesday night, let us know. This was a good turnout. So it was.
We
just
might try
fun.
out some other nights
Yeah,
just
maybe
to see.
maybe like a Thursday or
Thursday?
something.
Yeah, Thursday's kind of a
thirsty
prime time,
Thursday
right?
kind of sounds nice.
Yeah.
Good to stay on your toes, you know. Just
Stay on
see
your
what-
toes.
see us when you
Ladies
see
drink
us.
free on a Thursday.
No cover charge for the
No
ladies
cover
on
charge
Thursday
for the
night.
Ladies.
Well, thanks, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to turn it off.
All right. See you.